In celebration of the launch of the new series Digimon Liberator, an interview with 3 key figures behind the project provides insight into its development and future. Conducted by Genki Ikeda for Dengeki Hobby Web, it features 3 key figures. Fumiya Kobayashi, responsible for Digimon design, born May 18th in Kyoto. After working in architecture, joined with corporation, which later merged into Plex Corporation, involved in Digimon since Digimon Universe App Monsters. Favorite Digimon, Tyrannomon, which impressed him as a child. Kohei Murata, producer of the Digimon card game at Bandai, born August 28 in Nagasaki, joined Bandai at a recommendation and worked on Digimon Pendulum Z and Vital Bracelet starting from his 2nd year. He also appears as the host of Bandai's official YouTube channel, Vital Bracelet. Favorite Digimon, Pulsemon, based on that experience. Kunakyu Suzuka handles the setting, script, and Tamare design for Digimon Liberator. Born October 19th in Kanagawa Prefecture, has an unusual career combining roles as an assistant temple priest and a creator. He began with the scenario for the browser game, Digimon Fortune, and has since worked on the Digimon Encyclopedia and the novel, Chronicle X, the last episode. He favors Jesmon due to his sentimental attachment from creating the Royal Knight settings in the Digimon Encyclopedia, but if choosing based on appearance, he prefers Machine Dramon, and for setting, Anubimon. Now for the interview. Could you tell us about the background of the Digimon Liberator project? Murata, thanks to everyone's support, the Digimon card game will celebrate its 5th anniversary next year. While this is wonderful, trading card games, TCGs, tend to favor popular Digimon like Agumon and Omnimon over time. TCGs usually require dozens of new cards every 3 months. We've been creating new characters with different attack power each time, but as we entered our 5th year, we wanted to try something new. We decided to create new Digimon and develop a story that expands the Digimon card game universe. That's why you decided on manga and novel adaptations. Murata, the Digimon card game, is played in many regions outside Japan, including in simplified Chinese, in mainland China, Korean, and English in Europe and America. Initially, we considered producing a video adaptation of the Digimon cards, but simultaneous releases across Japan, the US, and China would result in broadcast delays. Webcomics, being accessible anywhere with an internet connection, seemed more suitable for a global audience. We consulted with people who regularly collaborate with us on Digimon cards and were introduced to Usutsuka, who then turned vague ideas into concrete suggestions. Usutsuka. I was introduced to this project by someone I previously worked with on Anime Gear. Although this is my first commercial manga project, they knew I had experience drawing manga privately. Was the choice of webtoon, vertical scrolling manga, influenced by the goal of international expansion? Usutsuka. I initially drew in a horizontal format, but when I handed it over for review, Murata suddenly asked me to come to Bandai's headquarters. I was nervous, thinking there might be a cancellation, but was told to switch to vertical scrolling. Murata, later, I realized vertical scrolling manga offers the advantage of making card designs more straightforward. It also helps differentiate the manga and adds dramatic impact. Usutsuka adapted to this change, and I appreciate his effort. Usutsuka. Vertical scrolling manga lacks traditional page spreads and uses long panels to depict time, which posed a learning curve. However, the format's simplicity for single scrolls was a beneficial insight. Murata. It wasn't an easy change. Usutsuka adapted the vertical scrolling format creatively, even making the transitions between pages seamless. We are very grateful. Did you reference the games or anime for the comics battle scenes? Usutsuka. Webtoon style is somewhat reminiscent of old film comics, using techniques like exaggerated depictions of time passage. For evolution scenes, I decided to include animation-like effects. For battle scenes, I used inspiration from games like Digimon Story, focusing on dynamic top-to-bottom panel layouts. Were there specific challenges in adapting the card battle style rather than focusing on the Digimon themselves? Murata. Initially, we planned a manga based directly on Digimon rather than the card game. Usutsuka. I was told to switch to a card game format, which was a surprise. Murata. I realized that emphasizing the strengths of the Digimon card game itself would be more effective. Thus, we adjusted the setting to highlight the game's features. Did you make any suggestions regarding the design? Usutsuka. I provided various character design options. While the manga designs were finalized smoothly, there were several revisions for the protagonist Yuki's design. Murata, I left the story to the creators, but the character design was crucial, so we had to make several revisions. What was the design concept for the Tamers? Murata. We aimed for a more adult-oriented style seen in recent manga, avoiding overly stylized or cliched outfits. We wanted characters that could plausibly exist in modern Harajuku fashion. Usutsuka, I agreed with this concept but faced challenges aligning fashion choices. There were many revisions, particularly for female characters' fashion. Murata. We considered details like each character's birthday and height to make them relatable for fans, hoping they'll celebrate characters' birthdays on social media. How are new Digimon designs commissioned? Kobayashi. For main products like LCD toys, we plan specific evolution routes. For games or cards, we request new Digimon based on desired roles or attributes. Murata. In the card game, evolution routes often dictate the need for new Digimon to fill gaps. How did the main Digimon Terramon come about? Murata. We considered several options, including dinosaur types. Given the existing card's colors, we chose a green, bird-like Digimon for the protagonist. Kobayashi helped with the design based on this concept. Kobayashi. Murata asked for a bird-like Digimon with dragon-like features. Specific settings like bird-dragon type and data type helped streamline the design process. For Shumon, we initially planned an outfit but revised it to focus on sneakers for its evolution. Why did Shumon in its ultimate form become Cinderella's glass shoes? Kobayashi, the glass shoe concept was chosen for its unique and prestigious image. Chaperomon, the perfect form, incorporated fairy tale elements inspired by Little Red Riding Hood. Why were Muchomon and Junkmon chosen as partner Digimon for Shoto and Arisa? Murata, for game balance, deck construction requires similar types of Digimon. We chose less prominent Digimon to spotlight. Usutsuka. We also considered Digimon from the Digimon Pendulum C series, aligning well with the card game's color concept. Murata. Digimon Pendulum C was the first product I worked on at Bandai, and I learned a lot from Kobayashi. I'm pleased Junkmon was selected. Kobayashi. Designing Junkmon was my first major project, so I'm happy to see it featured. Usutsuka. My involvement in Digimon Pendulum Z was significant, so I have a strong attachment to those Digimon. What about the rare Digimon like Blucomon from the Chinese app Digimon Encounter? Usutsuka, Terramon's ultimate form, Sephagamon and the opponent in Episode 1, Hexablaumon, were chosen for their magical night theme, adding variety to the confrontation. Regarding the novel version, Impmon's new evolution forms were quite different. Murata. We wanted to give users a fresh impact by introducing new evolution paths for popular Digimon. Are there design rules for Digimon? Kobayashi. There are no strict rules, but over 20 years, unspoken guidelines have developed. Designing new Digimon requires balancing innovation with existing precedents. Will characters from the comic and novel versions interact? Usutsuka. Yes. Although it will be in side stories. They will eventually cross paths. And I hope fans see the comic and novel as parts of a unified work. Will the distorage used by tamers be sold as a product? Murata. Based on Kobayashi's advice, we created a card case as a symbolic item for Digimon Liberator with a focus on cool design details. Any final messages for the fans? Murata. We are considering what fans want and the types of Digimon they look forward to. We aim to create something they'll enjoy, so stay tuned. Usutsuka. As a longtime Digimon fan, I'm excited to deliver a product that will entertain users. Expect surprises in both card battles and character developments.